Good morning, everyone. Okay, I'm so happy to be here. My name is Rose Baruti. I'm married to my best friend Raymond. We have been in this business for quite some times now, about 23 years now. We are blessed with two children. Firstborn is at the university doing her master's, and the second one in Form 3. We always thank God for this business because it has changed our life so much. We have been looking for something to do part-time. Well, when I started this business, I was at a university doing my second degree in sociology. One of my friends came and told me that, Rose, I've seen a business. If you're going to do it, you're going to be rich. I didn't believe, but because I was so broke, so frustrated. By that time, I was already married with one kid, and I had to ask all the money from Raymond for the fare bus to go to the university, for lunch, for saloon. So I was so frustrated. Sometimes Raymond asked me, I gave you money yesterday. You have already finished it. So I decided I have to look for something to supplement my income so I can stop to ask money all the time. So my friend told me about this business. I went and listened. I went to the meeting, and I was so impressed because they told me that I can do it part-time. So I started, though Raymond didn't believe in this business, but when the money started to come, so I said, oh, so there's money here. So we joined hands, and now we are doing this business together full-time, and we have managed to change our lives, accomplishment of our dreams, taking our kids to a very good schools, and help our parents and relatives. So we really thank God. We really thank our upline, Dora and Bingi, and also Charlie. Charlie kept on believing in us. He used to come. He always come to Tanzania when our business was so. You can't see, everybody was, you guys, what are you doing? But Charlie kept on believing us, Charlie and Alta. They kept on coming and coming. Sometimes they come to the meeting like this, and there's 30 people there. But the next year, they're there again. So until now our business has been grown so much. So we are here to talk about skincare, and I have my friend here, Graka and Tessa. Are going to tell us, because they use these products very well. You can see their skins are very glowing and so much. So first we'll start with Tessa. Tell us your story.
Thank you. It's lovely to be here. My name is Tessa Dwayne. I'm from Belito, KZN, and also started this business quite a few years ago because I needed more money, because I wanted to stay flexible, because I wanted to be able to be home for my children. I was also studying. I was also needing to ask my husband for money all the time. And he was amazing. He never gave me a hard time. But it is lovely to be able to have your own income and to know that you've got something else to fall back on. We all know how unstable the job market can be, and we never know when a job might end. So to build something on the side is incredibly valuable. So that got me started. I was working for the church then as a youth pastor. I was involved in schools in the area. I was doing veggie gardens. I was passionate about a lot of things, but the things I was passionate about weren't going to earn me money. So Neolife was a way for me to really follow my dreams, but be able to earn an income and have that financial stability. So it's been an incredible blessing over the years to me and to our family. It's given me the freedom and flexibility I dreamt of. I was able to be home with my kids. We've got 3 beautiful children. My daughter's 12 now. My boys are 18 and 20. And I was home for all their schooling years. I was able to homeschool even for 4 years. And it's given us the opportunity to travel, as we sang about earlier. And it's given me so much hope and excitement for the future, but not just for our family, truly for Africa. And these kind of events just show what we can achieve when we support one another and work together, and we can all be excited for what the future holds. And as same as our families can be blessed, we can be a blessing to many. So this Neolife business, I just thank God for the person that introduced me to it and for the difference it's made in our lives. Thank you.
Now we can hear a story, Graka.
Good morning. My name is Graça, all the way from Mozambique. I joined Neolife a few years ago. I'm a mother of two and married to Eugene, who is not here with us today, but he's someone who is supporting me a lot in this business. We came to Neolife struggling for the health of our children, especially our second-born, Gabriel. He was really facing a lot of challenges and always sick. And one of the things that really caused us a lot of negative impression was his skin issue. And when we started using the products, that made a difference, a huge difference. And we came to the other ranges. But I want to say that till today, the nutrients products are those that we need to have them every time. And because of that, it impacted our lives financially, and we turned Gabriel into a distributor to Neolife so that he can pass this history to other people.
Okay, thank you so much, Graça. So tell us, which skin product do you use? Because I know a lot of distributors, they don't use skincare products, especially the skincare products. Tell us which and why do you use it?
Yeah, I would really start from that. And I think the previous session was very powerful in terms of telling us the damage that the chemical products that we put in our homes really damage us. But it's not only in our homes, but in our skin. You know, our skin, it's very sensitive. We have, the majority of the system in our bodies is our skin. 70% of us is the skin, and we need to really take care of it. And when we are exposed to negative environment, to poisoned environment that comes from any products that we use, and especially the body products, we really start facing issues. And also what we eat, of course, it's damaged from inside, and it's our skin that will show that our body is not healthy. So we need, of course, to cleanse from inside by eating properly, eating live food, but we need also to use healthy products to wash ourselves, to wash our skin, our body, our hair, and it is important that we can consider our nutrients products. This is what I started to use, the PCC, Personal Care and Concentrate. My son had a very dry skin, and if we use any other product that they would say it's natural, we would pay a lot of money using that, but after some time, it would be bad again. When we started using PCC and body lotion, I tell you, in a couple of days, his skin started moisturizing and becoming brighter. I must also say that when you have a very dry skin, you need to integrate Body Love. And I want to share with you that when we were coming in our bus, when we stopped, for using toilets or so, I had a mixture of Body Love and body lotion, and I was sharing with people. And I asked to some people, guess what am I putting in your hands? And I was so happy to find a 12 years old girl that she came with her mom, Tainara. She said, I can smell it. It's body lotion and Body Love. You see, when families using the products, they know, and you can see by their skin that they are a healthy family. I can start from there, and I can't leave out the aloe vera gel. That must be in your bag, in your school case, in your kitchen, in your toilet, wherever you are, the aloe vera gel must be there. Why do we need to use this? Because they are the best products in the world. You can go to the Neolife website in the library. You will find the constitution or what is the content that is put there for you to believe in this product. But the first thing that you need to do is to use them. You'll see the difference. And people will say, as you said, these products are expensive. They are not expensive. You know why? You buy one, it will last you many months. because they are very thick. You just need a very little to use and very effective.
Thank you. How about you, Tessa?
Yes, we're also using the whole range really at home. I was very excited when this Nutrients range was launched to have a skincare range that was completely end-to-end organic. If you actually try and find that in the shops, it's basically impossible. There are a lot of products that will claim to be organic because the law around it is not strict, but our products, what goes into them, how they're manufactured, the full process is fully organic. So that's something that really sets us apart. And they are cost effective. I also find mine last me nearly 6 months, most of them, and especially if you're doing the full range of skincare, if you're using the cleanser, the tonic, the serum, and the moisturizer, you're just using a little bit at each step, and your skin really glows by the end. You actually feel like you've been to the salon and had a facial. And people notice the difference. I've had, when I started on the range, when my mum started even, she's in her 70s, people came up to her and said, what are you doing? They could see she looked different, even, at that age. So at any age, it's really going to make you glow. People are going to see your health. Like Rasha said, it's very important what we're putting into our bodies, but what we're putting on our skin is equally important. And I read an article that said, in the morning, the average lady, she gets up, she washes, she puts creams on, she puts makeup on. By the time she leaves the home, she's put more than 200 toxic chemicals on her skin. That is a frightening statistic. So if we're using our products, we're not loading those toxins onto our body. So we, in our family, we use the full range. And I also have a 12-year-old daughter with a dry skin. And the same as Gracia, people say, try this, try that. They tell you all these fancy creams. And the other day she came to me and she says, Mum, feel my legs. So I said, oh, they feel so soft. She said, yes, I found your Neolife body lotion and that's what I used yesterday. And she said, look how soft my legs are. The other creams don't do this for me. So you really do feel the difference with them. So yeah, we use everything.
Thank you. How do you manage to turn especially men to use skincare? There's this notion that skincare is just for ladies, and it's sometimes difficult to sell these products to men. How do you do it?
I love that question. My son is a man, but he's a child, so he just obeys what I tell him in the beginning, and then he practices. But now he's very passionate, and he's sharing with people. I want to share the first experience with my husband. He's someone who really loves washing, taking care of his stuff. He's really very care person. But he was always very suspicious to new things. And he was always using, other stuff for his body. And when we went to the Ruby orientation, Neolife put the gifts. And one of the gifts was the Body Love. So he was excited because it was a gift, and he tried it, and he loved it. He didn't know that it was at home he was not using. So he started using the Body Love. He threw away everything, and he can't live without Body Love. So I think what we have to do is to give them to try. Okay? And we need to understand that today men are very concerned about their beauty. Their appearance. They are in the salons. Go to the salons, you'll see they are there. So they have really left out the idea that macho men do not care about beauty, about, looking good. They do care. And it's important that we can really show them the good products they can use. Aloe vera gel, it can't be away from them because after shaving, they need to put aloe vera to stop the itching. The LDC, it's good for shaving. Do you know that? Because it's like a lot of foam. So it's foam? Yeah, Portuguese. Foam, and they can use the foam for shaving. It's a lot of applications that we can do with our products. But at the same time, if you manage, I want to connect this with money. Men like making money. If they use these products and they see that they work, they can really start sharing at the salon where they are, going and having time to chat with others, because it's a way of them starting to share the products.
Thank you. For Tessa, I'll ask you this question. What can you advise for a person who want to look younger for longer? Especially ladies of our age, they don't want to get older. Yes. What will you advise them to use for the skincare, maybe for the supplement?
Okay, thank you. Yes, we don't want to get too much older, but I also see a lot of people going for Botox and all these kind of treatments, and I definitely don't want to go that route to all these things that, can have long-term damage on our bodies. So we much rather support our bodies so that our cells will naturally regenerate, that we will stay younger by looking after our health. That's the ideal. So again, trying to keep toxins out, switching your cleaning products, really important that your skin is not being exposed to those toxins, that your clothes haven't been washed in something toxic, so you're not absorbing toxins all day long. Your Tree-in-N, your Salmon Oil Plus, your oils are very important for your cells, for plumping your cells, for your the integrity of your skin. Vitamin C helps with collagen production, so that's a really important one, especially as we get older. Our general multivitamins, the CoQ10, which actually activates our cells, so that our cells become more energetic, and basically they act like younger cells, which, who wouldn't want that? It makes us younger. So those are all very important for what we're doing inside. And then on the outside, what we're putting onto our skin, I think moisture is the most important step, to keep putting moisture back, especially if you're living somewhere that is inland and dry. We on the coast, so we have a bit of humidity, which helps. But every step of the nutrients, right from when you're cleansing, the tonic, every step puts moisture into your skin. So by the time you've finished, your skin is so plump, it's looking so well. And I even notice in the morning when I'm then having my morning wash, I can still feel that moisture, that barrier that's been there. And that barrier protects us from the environmental toxins. There's things we can't control, the car fumes, things in the air that are beyond our control. And having a good skin barrier helps to protect that as well. And again, I'm just thinking using our Care sanitizer. During COVID, everyone was using those awful sanitizers that are just stripping your skin and making you susceptible to whatever's out there. Using our Care, again, protects your skin integrity. So it's the full range. It's the whole body. It's the holistic approach. And then obviously your diet, drinking plenty of water, very important. Limiting your caffeine, alcohol, obviously things that are drying and bad for us. So it's the whole package.
Thank you. And you, Graça? What, in a few words, advice to people here and their relative there about their skin?
Good. I remember one thing we were talking about. People say that they want exfoliants. Yeah, this is a question that you will always find. We don't need, with our nutrients, you don't need exfoliant, because what is in our cleansing gel and cleansing milk, it's already giving what exfoliation would give you. And as Tessa was saying, the whole range, it goes giving you the moisture that you need. So just go, if you have no capacity for the whole range at once, start with two. You can start with the cleansing and then the hydration. My passion is the rejuvenating cream because it keeps really us young. I was when Neolife did the launch of the nutrients range, and they said that you should start at least the age of 25 to use the rejuvenating. Don't wait until you are 50. So just to say, you can pick one product and really fall in love with that. It will make an impact to your health and to your business. But don't forget Tree-in-N to go along with.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for listening to us.